All right, first off, I would like to thank Christian Thompson for selecting me to speak at this year's CSC Leads Leadership Conference. And I want to thank everyone who at Culver-Stockton College had a hand in putting this together. I can remember being a student at Culver-Stockton not too long ago and being invited as a member of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. It is humbling and a gratifying experience to be asked to speak at my alma mater, and for that, I say thank you once again. So I was asked to speak to you guys about leadership and what my vision of leadership is. For me, I've never really thought about what being a leader is and kind of what leadership kind of is until I got older. So speaking for myself, I've always kind of been a leader. I just may not have known it when I was younger. It wasn't until I got older and in high school and in college that I realized truly what leadership was and what my role in being a leader was in my everyday life. For those who really know me, know that I love music, all right? From my time singing in church choirs as a kid to recently being a lead singer in the band that I started at Culver-Stockton called Syncopated Sound, I love music just in general. And one of my favorite rappers of all time is Nas. Nas in 2010 put out an album with Damian Marley called Distant Relatives. But Damian Marley is obviously Bob Marley's son. And on this album, they had a song called Leaders, where they talked about different leaders and some of the leaders that they felt had impacted their life in a powerful manner. And Marley went on to say in one of his verses, who do I follow? Who do I copy? Look in the mirror and it's you I see looking at me. Everything new is fresh like a factory. Everything you do, it impacts me. Your lifestyle attracts me. Your parents try to distract me. But when I grow up, I want to be like you. Exactly. Now let's break this down very quickly. Marley is talking about someone who he values as a leader, saying he tries to follow and tries to emulate or copy this person. And when he looks in the mirror, he sees that person so much in him. The lifestyle that this person lives attracts him so much to the point where Marley finishes the stanza by saying, when he grows up, he wants to be like this person exactly. Anybody can be a leader. The problem gets where people start to follow the wrong leaders. People who use their leadership abilities to steer people in the wrong direction. In my opinion, the point of being a leader is leading someone in the right direction. Being a leader is such a powerful thing. Like leadership in general is just so powerful that you have the chance to impact someone in such a way where they follow your guidance exactly. Which is why it's very important that leaders understand how much people will gravitate towards them and the importance of that. In my personal case, in my profession as a basketball coach, I have the opportunity to lead people who are most times mostly younger than me, whether that be a couple of years or 10 plus years, depending on the level. I sometimes coach high school too, so those guys are typically much younger than me. And they're looking up for me and looking for my guidance and my direction, ultimately looking at my leadership. They're looking at what I do and the moves that I make, and how I navigate certain situations, or asking me advice on certain things, kind of like a, what would you do if you were in my shoes kind of situation. So that tells me that I need to lead them in the right direction. And I need to be on top of my game so much that I'm not leading them by just simply the things that I say, but how I live my life. With that being said, my vision on leadership is simple. Be the leader who you would want to follow. Or be the leader you would want your kid to follow. Your siblings, your brothers, your sisters, or someone that's extremely close to you. Be the leader that they would want to follow. The world needs good leaders. The world doesn't need leaders who lead people in the wrong direction. The world does not need leaders who get kids into drugs at a young age. The world doesn't need leaders who get kids into street and gang life and don't give them a future. The world doesn't need leaders who tell kids they aren't smart enough, or even not smart enough to go to college, or even give them the opportunity to go to college. The world doesn't need leaders who express racism, sexism, homophobia, and any other type of hate messages. The world does not need leaders like that. The world needs leaders who encourage kids not to do drugs and to enjoy being a kid as long as possible. Because when these bills come, man, I tell you, it ain't nothing pretty at all. The world needs leaders who can tell kids that gangs and guns aren't the answer and they have a future. The world needs leaders who will help kids get good grades and tell them the value of education and to go to college. The world needs leaders who respect people, embrace cultures, not just their own, but everyone's cultures and everyone's life choices. These are the leaders that we need. In conclusion, the song proves that people who become leaders mean so much to the people who they lead. The impact they have is so immense, to the point where some people try to live their lives exactly like that person, like the people they look up to. So with that in mind, my vision for leadership is still simple. All of you have the tools and are equipped to be leaders. Know that you have captivated an audience in such a way that they will be drawn to you. Whether they are your peers, someone younger than you, and perhaps someone maybe even older than you. Be the leader that the world needs, not a leader the world can do without. Thank you.